if I should boil everything down to just one thing, then it would be not identifying anymore. That the one thing that you would need to work with or be aware of, it's how much you actually identify with different aspects of your life, with your name and your gender and all of that, physical appearances that we have. But it's so much more than that, because we identify with everything. For example, at the moment, I got the cold, and it's why I'm making this video right now, because I have a headache and I have a fever and I'm sneezing and my sinuses are completely blocked and I feel absolutely horrendous. And it made me think that how important it is not to identify. Because if I identified with the cold, I have a cold, I have a headache, I have pain, I don't sleep, then all of a sudden you get like this extra aspect of suffering in it, which is not there. It's completely mind-made. I mean, everything is thoughts. I mean, everything you think of and everything you identify with, it's just thought. And the one thinking it is thoughts too. For example, if you look at your past, you had an experience that created different thoughts, and those thoughts were made into a story, and that story is what you call your past. So your past is not really your past. It's just thoughts created into a story that you then repeat and say, this is my past. And then we identify with that story. And the same, for example, with having the cold, or if you have a chronic illness, or you have pain, or anything in your life that you don't want. We have a tendency to identify with it and to see that what I have now, I don't want. I want something else. But when you no longer identify, you will see that there's not anything better than what actually is. So what I'm saying is, yeah, I might have a headache, I might have fever, I might feel absolutely horrendous, but it's not something bad. And it's not something that will be better when it's not here anymore. It just is. When there's no identifying anymore, then there's nothing that should be any different than what is. And it creates such a freedom for you to be exactly in life where you are right now. And there's no demand for you to be any different. All the identifying that you have with wishes to be different, or to do better, or to pace yourself, or get rid of, or whatever it is, all those hooks, you can just release, because there's no identifying happening anymore. And it's such a pure being where no matter what is, it's completely fine, because it's what is. And you can't argue with reality, so it's completely fine. And other people are free to be who they are and the way they want to be in life. It's completely fine. You have no wish for them to be any different than who they are and how they express. And if they prefer suffering, it's completely fine. If they prefer awakening, it's completely fine. There's no right or wrong in that. There's no identifying, so there's nothing that is better than anything else. It just is. So if I could suggest one thing for you, it's to look at all the aspects of your life that you identify with, and see through the identification, see that it's a mind-made hook that you have put into a story about something being better than something else. And it's nothing else. It's nothing else. It's just a story. It's just a hook. It's not real at all. It just is. And it gives you a freedom. It gives you a freedom. So, here from this snotty side of the world, if I could give you one advice and one pointer, it's to look at all the things in your life that you identify with and see through it. See that none of it is real. And beyond that, that's just pure being and pure liberation. Bye.